My name's Austin Cheek. I'm from here, Lexington, Kentucky. I came across the Career Center through the Shepherd's House, someplace that I've been. I did the year-long program there from 2017 to 18, and went back this March, and they introduced me to you all, I believe, in about May. Before I came across the Career Center, I was kind of in a season of change, so to speak, trying to figure out what I wanted to do in the next phase of my life. And being at the Shepherd's House, when they introduced me to you all, I kind of went from not exactly knowing what I want to do in the next few years to praying on things and having some answers fall in my lap. And then when I was introduced to you all, I really was able to pick up in the area that I think I'm supposed to be at, helping people out and doing things like that. Yeah, I'm a veteran, and so I've been blessed in the last 10, 12 years to kind of have some very good experiences with the VA. Somebody who helped me through a pretty hard time in my life. One of my mentors, he was a peer support guy at the VA on Leestown. And I kind of have a passion for helping veterans out. Guys who suffer from things like I do and have dealt with things that I've had to deal with. It's been a long journey, but I'm at a place in my life where I feel like I can give back. And so when I was praying on how I can give back, what I need to do in order to kind of progress my life forward a little bit, I ended up back at the Shepherd's House. They introduced me to you all, so I was able to get into the peer mentor. Right after that program was over, the Shepherd's House offered me the job to be the core manager, which is the program I was in. So I've been doing that for 2 or 3 months. Then one of my mentors offered to pay for a peer support class, which I just completed Sunday. So, and now I have an interview at the VA in 2 or 3 weeks. So hopefully I'll be able to take the position of the guy who helped me back 4 or 5 years ago. What a peer support specialist looks like to me is just somebody who, depending on what you're going through, like for me it was PTSD and substance abuse. What the peer support specialist in my life did was it was somebody I could lay eyes on, and it's great to talk to professionals and get advice from them. But a peer support specialist is somebody who's walked down the same roads I've walked down. They fought the same demons I've fought, and they've come out the other side. So they can tell me how this practical knowledge that I'm getting, how they applied it in their life. And you know, it's important, because it's one thing to hear it from somebody who hadn't experienced what I've experienced, and to try to figure out how to apply that in my life to maximize the information I'm getting. To me, peer support is just somebody who can tell me that this stuff works. In the near future, well, I have the thing at the VA, hopefully in 2 or 3 weeks. I'm waiting on a call back. And then I have a little girl in Oklahoma that I'm trying to get back to. So I'm hoping to get in at the VA and maybe they have a program there very similar to what I did here. It's called CWT, Compensational Work Therapy Program. And it's kind of like a paid internship. And so I'm hoping to get in on that for the next 7 to 8 months and kind of shadow somebody doing what I would like to do, and then maybe transfer to the facility in Oklahoma that I was first introduced to recovery and PTSD help when I was in the service in 2010. So way down in Fort Sill, Oklahoma. So the short-term goals, you know, that's kind of, in the next year, that's kind of where I'm trying to get to. If I was going to give anybody some advice, it would be, if you're in these programs, that it's okay to reach out, ask for help. There was a lot of things I didn't know, and not knowing's okay. And there's people out there that will help and kind of guide you along when you're in, like I said, a season of change. For me, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. And asking questions allowed me, I didn't know you all even existed. You know, but I asked my manager, I said, hey, what are some things I can do here to kind of move my life in a direction that I can give back? And he said, well, let me introduce you to the Career Center. we'll see if we can start this. So I guess if I was going to give any advice, it'd be to ask questions. You know, you don't know what you don't know. So the Career Center afforded me a 4 or 5 month, 30-hour-a-week job that really suited my schedule, so that I could also have my little girl all summer. And we were able to go to the pool every day, you know. And on the weekends, my mom would watch her, which she likes to play grandma anyway, you know, so that was a blessing. And it also let me reset on the weekends. I got to go do what I wanted to do, helping these guys out. And I don't know, it was really just a blessing. It fell in my lap, and I'm very grateful that it did. Very grateful that it did. And yes, I would recommend the Career Center. I have. As a matter of fact, there was a gentleman just in here who I recommended. A friend of mine, Shiloh Berger, just came through the house. I put him in touch with you. The VA, as a veteran, we have some resources at the VA that civilians don't necessarily have. But I found this to be a resource that veterans and civilians can use together. And I've been able to send a few guys here. So yes, I would most definitely recommend this. It's a wonderful way to kind of to reset your life.